If you have smaller pads like this, come craft with me. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. 3 things that we can make from paper pads like this. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. I truly appreciate it. You have so many viewing options on YouTube, and you're choosing to spend your time here with me, and I appreciate it. I know a lot of us have a few of these odd-shaped paper pads, and we don't quite know what to do with them. Well, today I'm going to show you 3 really fun things that you can do if you have a pad this size. Even if you don't have a paper pad this size, you can cut your papers down to craft along with me, and you'll see just how economically we can actually paper craft. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera. We're going to do all 3 together. So what I have here is a 6x8 paper pad, and I've been working out of this one. It had 24 papers in it, but I don't think I have nearly 24 papers left, but I do want to use the entire pad. So I'm going to share with you 3 really fun, quick, and easy ways that you can use pads like this. But if you don't have those pads, let's go ahead and cut some paper sizes to 6x8 and craft along with me. So I am going to take this page out because we'll need it. I think I'll use this one. Definitely this one. I'm just going through and picking out the papers that I want to use today. I think I'll take this one and this one. So I have 4 pieces of 8x6 paper, and I removed the cut apart page from the pack because we'll be using this as well. So let's take 1 piece of that 8x6, and this has a topper on it, so I'm just going to remove that, and now it becomes an 8x6. And on the 6-inch side, I'm going to score at 7/8 of an inch. Rotate to the opposite 6 and score at 7/8 of an inch. Then I'm going to turn it to the 8-inch side and score at 3 1/8. Then I'm going to score at 6 3/8. Some of you can probably guess what I'm doing with project number 1. But this will give you some ideas on how to use the papers that might be in your paper pads, or how to use up some paper that you might have in your stash. So what I've done is I'm making an envelope, but I'll show you what we're going to put in that envelope in just a minute. So I am going to free the center tab by angling in here. Then we have this fold point. Let's angle in here, and that frees the center tabs for us. That's what we want. And then we just angle slightly to remove all 4 pieces that remain on the outside. So now I'm going to take my scissors and just round. Rounding is something that I like to do. It's not anything that you have to do. If you want yours squared, you can just leave it as is. And if you have a corner rounder, that is great. And if you don't, you just saw that you're able to make rounded edges without a corner rounder. So I am just going to add some glue along the edge here, a little bit right there, a little bit right there. Let's fold up. And now we have an envelope. So now I am going to bring in my cut aparts. I'm going to cut out my cut aparts. Let's just go ahead and cut them all out, because we will probably use most, if not all of them. So now I can take one of my little cards, write a message on the back, and put it in my envelope. When I'm ready to seal it, I can add some tape, double stick, or just from my tape runner. But now we have a nice little card. an envelope made using one sheet from the paper pad and one of the cut aparts. Doesn't get any easier than that, but I'm going to try. So now I'm going to bring in this piece. Let's go ahead and make sure that we cut it down to 6 by 8. I'm going to take this piece and we're going to score at 4. Now let's fold. And there's that piece. And so now I have some white paper. Y'all, it is regular copier paper. I always buy reams of the paper when school starts because you can get it for pennies per sheet. So I am just going to take this, and I have cut it to 8 by 6, and I'm going to take a few of these and just fold them in half on the 8-inch side. And how many you decide to put in, that's up to you. But I am just folding some papers. And again, I cut the white paper at 6 by 8. So now I'm just going to take these and start stacking them inside each other. And when you do that, it will push your paper forward, but we'll fix that in just a minute. So let's just take these, open them so that we can get them all together. And I don't know if you can see how you have that graduated pushing forward. That's normal. All right, so now that we have all of our papers, I am going to take my big old spatula and just crease there. And then I'll take the papers and we're going to put them inside like this to create a nice little notebook. Very easy notebook, very inexpensive notebook. So now I'm going to bring in my long arm stapler, but you don't need a long arm stapler. Most regular size staplers are designed so that you can open the mouth and staple that way. So you don't have to have a long arm stapler that goes in very deeply like this one does. But if you don't have a stapler, you can just punch 2 holes here and 2 holes here and feed the staple through and then close it. But I am going to use my long arm. And y'all, I'm never exact or even close to exact when I do this. So I am just going to press down like that. And this time I got fairly close to the center. And then we'll put one more here on this end. And this time I actually did a pretty decent job. So now we fold like this, and you can see how the edges are protruding outside of the jacket. So I'm just going to bring in my ruler, place my ruler along the edge, and then with my finger blade, you can use an X-Acto knife, you can use a box cutter, whatever you have. Just go along and remove that excess paper. And now you can see I have a really nice clean edge to this. And so now we have a card. We have a little notebook, and you can make several of these if you want. Now let's complete the trio. So I'm going to take one sheet, make sure that it's 8 by 6. Then I'm going to take my second sheet, and I'm going to trim it to 7 7/8 by 5 7/8. So I have one sheet that I cut to 7 7/8 by 5 7/8. And then I have one sheet that is 6 by 8. We're going to take both of these sheets and we're going to score at 7/8 of an inch. on all four sides, both sheets, 7/8 of an inch. So now let's just fold and burnish these scores on both pieces. And then on both pieces, we are going to free the tabs by cutting straight down the middle of the score mark. And then let's angle. Cut straight down the middle of the score mark. And then let's angle. And do that on both pieces. Straight down the middle of the score mark and angle. Straight down the middle and angle. All right, so now let's bring in our glue and add some glue to these tabs. You can actually use tape here if you want, because this box is not really going to be carrying any weight. Let's just go ahead, go in here and add that glue, making sure that we join those corners and we get them nice, tight, and crisp. Let's do the same thing over here. I'm going to smush that glue around just a little bit. Join the corners. You see how nice, tight, and crisp those corners are? That is exactly what you want. So let's do this one. Let's take that glue, put that glue there, put some glue right here, smush it around, and then get those corners nice, tight, and crisp. Same thing over here. As well as here. Smush it around. Let's get that stuck. And now we have a nice little box. Let's go ahead and put this on the inside, and let's put the lid on. And now we have a nice little box for the notepads. So I am going to pull this back out because, like I said, you can make a couple of these to fit in the box. But what I want to do is I want to find something, and I might go with this, because I'm going to take a cut apart, put that cut apart right on here, and then I'm just going to trim around the edges. I could throw this in my trimmer, but I'm just going to trim out. And if you're not comfortable freehand cutting, go ahead and put it in the trimmer. My freehand cutting is not perfect, but it is close enough. So I am going to take this piece, put it on top like this, and get it stuck. Cute. Take my notebook, put it in the box. Take my card, write a little note on the back if I want, tuck it in, and now I have the cutest little set made from 4 pieces of 8x6 paper and some cut aparts. Y'all, it does not get any more economical than this to paper craft. The only other way is if it's free, and this is very close to free. If you want, you can make up a few of these. As a matter of fact, I think you can probably get 3 in this box. So what a nice little set to give to someone. And if you're going to give it to someone, why not just make a little band to go around once you have them all together. Don't cut this piece off because you'll need that little bit of extra to be able to take this, wrap it around, and fold it over, and then add just a little bit of glue to create a belly band that will hold your sweet little notepads in place. And you see how that belly band will just slide on and off? Well, if you put 2 or 3 of these in here, go ahead and belly band it so that when the box is opened, you have that beautiful presentation. but I am just going to put the lid back on because I am in love with how this turned out, and I think that you're going to enjoy it too. Look at how fun this is. So go ahead, if you have some 8x6 pads that you're not quite sure what to do with, or cut up some paper to 8x6 and craft this as well. This is truly one way to stretch those paper crafting supplies. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's really simple but really fun way that we can take some copy or paper, a paper pad that you might have just lying around, and we can create this. If you have enjoyed today's project, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do, and this is how we do it, and I would love to have you subscribe. So hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. As always, my beautiful handcrafty friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.